My parents wanted me to give up my room for their perfect adopted daughter. I made them beg me to stay. I've been living at home after college, paying a third of the mortgage plus doing yard work and cooking 3 nights a week. Things worked great until my aunt died and my parents adopted my 16-year-old cousin Lily. At first I was supportive, helped her settle in, gave her my old laptop. Then the comparisons started. Lily got straight A's while I'd been average in school. Lily helped with dishes without being asked, while I apparently never did anything. Lily was going to be a doctor while I just worked in marketing. One morning she made breakfast and my mom said it was nice to finally have a daughter who could cook. I've been cooking for them 3 nights a week for 2 years. Then came the conversation. They wanted me out in 30 days. Said Lily needed my room since it was bigger and she had so much studying to do. They offered to help with my security deposit, like that made it better. I stopped paying for everything immediately. Internet went down, streaming services cut off one by one, stopped buying groceries and cooking dinner, started taking 4-hour showers when Lily needed to get ready, playing music at 2 a.m. before her tests. 2 weeks in, Lily was exhausted and the house was chaos. She actually told my parents maybe they should have thought things through. Then the mortgage came due and they realized they'd budgeted with my rent included. My dad asked if I could cover 1 more month. I said no. Reminded him Lily was their family now. Week 3, Lily broke down, saying she wanted to move to our other aunt's place. My parents panicked. That night they came to my room practically in tears, said they'd made a huge mistake, offered lower rent and family therapy. I told them I needed time to think. The next day my coworker said her husband managed apartments and had leads. I met with him that afternoon. He showed me a 1-bedroom with hardwood floors and big windows that cost less than what I'd been paying my parents. That evening, Lily knocked on my door crying. She said she felt like she was ruining my life and never asked to be compared to me constantly. Her voice cracked talking about losing her mom. I realized she was just a grieving kid caught in my parents' mess. The next morning my parents showed up with printed papers, 3 pages outlining reduced rent, bills they'd take over, and promises to stop comparisons. I told them their proposal missed the point. They offered money like that was the problem, but the real issue was how they made me feel like I didn't matter. My mom started crying. She sat down on the floor and said between sobs that she got excited about Lily's grades because she always wished I'd been more ambitious in school. Her voice cracked when she admitted watching Lily study made her feel like she was finally getting the daughter she'd imagined having. She said she knew how terrible that was. My dad knelt down and said they took advantage of how easygoing I was and forgot to appreciate what I was actually doing. My phone rang. My coworker's husband saying he found me an apartment available immediately. When I hung up and told them, the color drained from their faces. Saturday, I viewed the apartment with a friend. It was perfect. I stood on the balcony realizing the choice was suddenly very real. When I got home, the house was spotless. Fridge fully stocked with my favorite snacks. Wi-Fi working again. That evening, my mom handed me pages of handwritten apologies for every specific comparison she'd made and all the ways I'd contributed to the household. Monday morning, I told my parents I'd stay on a trial basis with conditions: family therapy, reduced rent, all comparisons stopped, and a written rental agreement protecting my rights as a tenant. They agreed to everything without arguing. 3 months later, things were completely different. Lily and I cooked together, and she opened up about missing her mom. My parents stopped comparing us. I got promoted at work with a major raise, and my parents celebrated without mentioning anyone else. Last week, Lily told me she didn't want to be a doctor anymore, wanted to study education instead. I told her to choose what made her happy rather than what would impress others. 6 months after the night they begged me to stay, my parents showed me paperwork from their lawyer updating their will to split everything equally between Lily and me. They looked me in the eye and said they see us both as their daughters, and now the legal documents finally reflected what their hearts should have known all along.